Hello everybody, this is Natnarf signing in and welcome to Jisei. Yes, Jisei, the excuse me, the visual novel, a visual novel, not the visual, a visual novel done by SakeVisual in 2010, done in 2010. I wanted to play this before I played Broken Age, but it somehow kept crashing in my sister's computer, and I managed to fix it for some little tipsy thingy. So yeah, I've how do you call this? I I can't the fishes are looking at me. The fish in the aquarium next to me is looking at me. So it's like blob blob blob. I need food. I just fed you. Anyway, I've been mean to playing this, but I just had to get Nancy Drew's first game finished and done for. So, oh, those headphones. Those are my headphones. Except mine aren't black. Mine are blue. Oh, you have them. Oh well. So let's start a new game before I completely lose my mind. Whoever said that your life flashes before your eyes when you die should be shot. Then maybe he'd see what's really like. When you die, there are only two things. The first is the sudden and terrifying realization that you are dying. Second thing is the final wish. As a person dies, there's always one last thing they wish they could do before they pass on. Sometimes it's as simple as wanting to say goodbye to a loved one, but usually it's a wish full of pain and regret. It's a wish for a life lived better, an angry word taken back, or a promise kept. A wish that will never be granted. Yeah, death sucks. Damn it. Why did I eat that milk powder? Every single time. Why did I eat a milk powder? Now my voice is going crazy. Yeah, nothing like a big of C2 to clear down my throat. Except I can't talk straight now. But I've experienced so many. I'm kind of numb to the whole thing by now. It's not to say I'm comfortable with it, I'm just used to it. After all, experiencing death is the story of my life. Jisei.
Calling to the one. Can you hear me? Relive my dying moments.
Our song glides the wind, the words echo, falling on deaf ears. The translation is lost and a deep void remains. The song is a mystery, the desperate lyrics unveil the wise and cold, but still no resolution.
My voices call out to you. No one who unveils the truth. No one whose senses are quiet.
Words are unrest within sight.
No, the intro's done. Okay. Hold on, I'm still eating. I'm just hungry. Because taking care of a 3-year-old can be a little stressful on yourself, and you gotta eat because you give. Excuse me. When I meant by give, it means I'm still breastfeeding the kid, so don't judge me. Where am I? I blink slowly, trying to get my bearings. This place doesn't look familiar. Then again, it's been 3 years since anything has looked familiar to me. I yawn as my mind slowly clears. The room I'm in is filled with the scent of freshly ground coffee. I hear something. A machine? Steam? Right, I'm in a coffee shop in some place city called Edgewater. I can't talk. It's my second day in this city. What are you doing here? Judging from my empty cup on the table in front of me, I stopped here for a coffee because I was getting sleepy. Then I fell asleep. Typical. I guess even a triple shot mocha latte isn't good enough to keep me up these days. How do you fall asleep in triple shot mocha? Well, I can't blame you. Even I fall asleep through coffee. I can't sleep at night unless I drink coffee for some reason. It's like coffee's my milk. That's what she said. Excuse me. I wonder if I should get another one. Why not? I head over to the counter. No one else is in line since it's still the afternoon. The girl on the counter grins as soon as she sees me.
Did you have a nice nap?
Hello, little flower. Can I get it? You saw me?
Don't worry, you weren't snoring or anything. But I'd wipe that drool off your face if I were you.
What?
I'm kidding. You're fine.
I'm gonna let you off for now.
So, what can I get for you?
A zipper to shut your mouth. Ugh.
Whoa, are you okay?
Yeah.
You look like you want to hurl.
Tell me about it. Why am I feeling this now? There shouldn't be any reason.
Hey, if you're not feeling well, the bathrooms are down that hallway.
Yeah. Thanks. Oh, God, what happened? I grab the counter for support and stumble off in the direction she's pointing. My head is hurting even more now. If I'm feeling this sick, it can only mean one thing. Someone has died. As I walk down the hallway, I see the door to the women's bathroom is wide open. You're kidding. I wish this were a joke, but the instant throbbing in my head tells me otherwise. Lying on the tile floor of the women's bathroom is the corpse of a woman. I enter the restroom, gagging at the smell of the restroom's flowery perfume and disinfectant. The toilet. Oh, wait, I have to click. The knife sticking out of her chest doesn't make me feel terribly optimistic about what I'm about to do next. I hope she died quickly, otherwise this is gonna wind up being very unpleasant. I glance around quickly to make sure no one is looking before I reach forward and touch her arm. I brace myself for the sudden pain in my chest, but it never comes. I can't breathe. I try to open my mouth, but it refuses to open. Something's on my face. I want to tear it away, but someone is holding me down. I'm going to die. I'm going to die. I only wish that. As I open my eyes, I instinctively grasp for air. I know I wasn't actually suffocating, but it's still a reflex. My brain always remembers the pain of every death I experience, even though none of them are mine. I'm suddenly aware of someone staring at me from the hallway.
What did you do?
A woman is standing behind me, staring in horror at the dead body lying on the floor. I didn't. Wait. Excuse me. I sigh and hand my head. This isn't going to end well. Then again, it never does.
Hey, kid, move away from the body.
What a face! I'm sorry, you look weird. The man briskly strides down the hallway towards me. His voice and demeanor are sharp, fluid, and commanding. Even without the uniform, it's obvious he's some sort of man of the law. Considering what he's wearing, I'd guess a police officer. Sorry, poster. I promise I didn't move anything. He looked surprised.
Officer?
Oh, You're not? Sorry, my bad. My dad was a police officer, and you My dad was a police officer, and you look kind of like him. I mean, you carry yourself the same way.
Your dad was an officer? Which precinct?
Great, stop interrogating me. He sounds skeptical. I guess I can't blame him. I don't remember. It was a while back when we still lived in Los Angeles. He raises a knowing eyebrow as if he just caught me in a lie, but he doesn't comment on it.
I see. Well, why don't you come with me?
Sure. I followed the officer back into the main area of the shop. The woman who first saw me is standing by one of the tables looking shaken. The only other people in the shop are the girl who works here and a guy who looks like he's in college. You look nothing like you're in college.
Excuse me, everyone. I'd like your attention for a moment.
Okay, officer.
I'm Detective Mikolaj Gursky.
Oh, you're a detective. I keep forgetting. I played this before, but I never actually remember the titles. The detective pauses for a moment. It looks like he's trying to choose his words carefully.
Unfortunately, a dead body has just been discovered on this premises.
Right.
What? But how? I mean, who?
No, you don't talk. Yes, you remain silent.
Unfortunately, I don't know anything about the situation yet. Because of this, I'm going to have to ask you all to stay here until the police come.
Right.
Until they come? You mean the police aren't here yet? What about you?
You said he's a detective. Aren't you listening?
I'm technically not on duty right now. I just happen to be here.
I see.
Okay.
If you don't mind, I'd like to speak with each of you separately for just a little bit. It'll help move the investigation along if I can start collecting information now. Is that okay?
Sure.
Sure. Anything to help.
Yeah, it's okay with me.
Yes. It's fine.
What about you, kid?
Of course I'm fine. It's fine with me.
Right. Then we'll start with you. Come with me, please.
Yes, the most likely suspect. Detective Gursky motions for me to follow him in the hallway away from the rest of the coffee shop. I can't even talk. As we walk down the hallway, I can't help but stare at the body in the bathroom. Detective Gursky glances at me and gently kicks the door of the bathroom. It swings and bounces off the wall, closing with a soft thud. Wow.
How are you feeling?
Fine, I guess.
You just saw a dead body and you're fine?
He frowns at me.
Never mind. Let's just start with your name.
I'd rather not say.
Why not?
Because I'd rather not.
An officer of the law is asking you a question.
Then I pled the fifth. Oh God, you know your laws.
The Fifth Amendment is only applicable to testifying under oath in a court of law or other tribunal.
Then I invoke my Miranda rights. Detective Gursky stares at me impassively. It's hard to tell what he's thinking, but I doubt he's pleased.
Fine, no name then. Why don't you tell me what happened today?
I should remember that thing. I should remember that in case someone asks me that thing. Fine, no name then. Why don't you do that? You just said it. You mean what about when I found the body?
Anything you think is pertinent.
Well, I came in here around noon today. I ordered a coffee, drank it, and fell asleep.
You fell asleep after you drank a triple shot mocha latte?
How did you know what I drank? Detective Gursky nods at the empty cup on the table while I was sleeping.
Saw you snoozing when I came in. The mocha latte checkbox is checked off on the side of the cup, and the maroon sleeve around the cup is only used for triple shots.
You drink too much coffee.
I am a detective, you know.
Shut up, man. Stop asking me questions. And it's serious than that. He's even reading my drinks when he's off duty. Yeah. Old habits die hard. Well, I woke up about 10 minutes ago, maybe. Less. Gursky glances at the clock on the wall.
So, around 2:40, you'd say?
I guess so. I was just about to get another drink when I suddenly started to feel sick.
Ah, yes, I did see you looking a little ill when you were at the counter.
The girl on the counter told me I should go to the bathroom, and then when I saw, and when I went, I saw the body lying there.
What were you doing in the women's bathroom?
The door was already open. I saw her from the hallway.
Did you touch her?
Even if I say no, they'll probably find my prints on her anyway. Yes.
And why were you touching her?
I wondered if she was okay. I didn't know if she was dead at the time. The detective nods understandingly, but I doubt he believes me. Any idiot could have seen the knife in a woman's chest from at least 10 feet away.
Is there anything else you'd like to say?
Can I save? There's something weird about all of this. Maybe I should keep it to myself for now. Let's just save first, before I make a sudden raw move. Yes, you did. Thank you. Not really.
Then please wait in the main area.
Thank you, lewdness. Detective Gursky's follows me and turns to the rest of the people in the coffee shop.
Would anyone like to go next?
I'll go.
The woman raises her hand timidly, and Detective Gursky nods at her.
Then follow me.
I sink down into one of the chairs and close my eyes. This doesn't make any sense. The woman in the restroom has a knife in her chest, no doubt. But in my vision, she was being suffocated. Then again, my vision did cut off before it finished. That woman interrupted me. I wish I could read the body again, but I'm sure to get caught if I even try to get close to the body. Somehow it doesn't really seem to worth the risk. I guess I'll just have to approach this from a different angle. Examine room. The cafe is small and clean, with series of paintings on the wall and a display stand featuring expensive bags of coffee. To the side, there's a hallway that leads to the bathrooms. There's also a kitchen in the back, but I can't see it from here. How did you know there's a kitchen? Colehe boy? Coffee shop girl? Coffee shop girl. The girl who works at the coffee shop is sitting a few tables away from me, staring at the ground. She looks up to notice that I'm looking in her direction.
Surreal, isn't it?
Oh yeah, you bet. Huh?
Knowing you're in the same building as a dead body, I mean.
You're just not guilty. She smiles apologetically at me.
By the way, my name's Chance.
Chance? That sounds like... that sounds like such a fake name. You have a rather unusual name.
I get that a lot. The truth is, I changed my name. My parents named me Bertha. That's not exactly a good name for a famous singer.
Oh, come on. You're a famous singer?
Not yet, but I want to be. I know it's a crazy dream, but I'm willing to take the chance. That's why I chose that name. Get it? Chance? I'm pretty cheesy, huh?
Yeah. Maybe not cheesy, but I think the name Bertha actually means famous. So, really, you had a good name in the first place.
Really? I didn't know that. You're pretty smart.
Shut up. Not particularly. I just like to pay attention to names and what they mean.
That's cool. I know someone just like you.
Really? I seriously doubt that. You know anything about the woman who died?
Nothing comes to mind. I saw her go to the bathroom earlier, but I wasn't paying attention. Still, I think I would have recognized her if she was someone I knew.
Do you remember what time you saw her?
Maybe around 2 o'clock? I'm not sure.
What makes you think so too?
Well, my shift starts around then, and she came in a little bit after I did. She looked like a secretary, so I thought it was weird that she'd come during working hours.
Are you sure she even came in? It's in the dark. I see. Do you think the killer's still around?
I sure hope not.
Ugh. Chance shivers.
I don't know why he'd stick around anyway. Doesn't a murderer usually run after he kills someone?
Unless he got caught already. Good point.
I hope I'm not interrupting anything.
No, we're not. We're just having a little flirty chat. Oh, God damn it. Detective Gursky approaches as the woman he was speaking with trails... The woman he was speaking with trails closely behind him. As soon as she sees me, she quickly looks away.
Nope, not interrupting anything.
Then do you mind coming with me?
Oh, sure, go
Not at
ahead,
all.
sweet lady. Chance waves at me before hurrying off after Gursky. I keep, about earlier.
Don't touch me.
Why not? The woman glares at me, her eyes laced with disgust.
I saw what you did.
What did I do? I didn't do anything. I found her like that. The woman frowns at me.
Just don't speak to me.
Whatever, bitch. She sits down and folds her arms, glaring at me from across the room. I guess I should leave her alone. Across the room, the college boy is typing away on his laptop. He pauses to glance at the pile of notes on the table next to him. He's still doing homework at this time, like this. He looks up, and we briefly make eye contact. Dawn, I hear wedding bells.
Is
Just kidding.
something wrong?
Nope, nothing. You're just gorgeous today. Nah, you're not my type. Is something wrong? Not really. You just look really calm, all things considered. He glances to the side nervously.
Actually, I'm pretty freaked out.
Really?
But it hasn't really set in, you know? Part of me is hoping this is all just a hidden camera show or something.
Like YouTube. Just kidding. It would be a lot nicer if that was the case.
I'm sorry. You're the one who found the body, right?
Yeah. He's silent for a moment.
Is it scary? Seeing a dead body, I mean.
I guess most people would be pretty terrified to see a dead body, especially one that's obviously been murdered. Yeah.
You look pretty calm too, you know?
Oh, I guess I do.
My name's Kizaki. What about you?
I'd rather not. Kisaki blinks and stares off into the distance for a moment. It looks like he's spacing out. Are you okay?
Huh? Oh yeah, I'm fine.
He laughs nervously before smiling warmly at me.
It's okay if you don't want to say your name.
You're talking with someone, are you? So what are you doing here anyway?
Studying.
He nods at a pile of paper scattered across the table.
I have an exam soon and I come here a lot since it's a quiet place with no distractions.
There is now. He sighs.
So much for that.
If he has an exam, then he probably is in college after all. Are you in the college?
Yeah, but I'm only a part-time student. Even community college is expensive. I have to keep a part-time job just to stay afloat.
What do you do?
It's kinda hard to explain. I guess you could say I'm a sort of errand boy? I do odd jobs, fetch things, occasionally make tea for my boss. Stuff like that.
Oh, I see. Do you think the killer's still here? Hisaki suddenly turns pale.
Killer? I thought she died from a heart attack or something. Oh no, this is even worse.
He looks like he's about to start crying. Aw, poor you. Let me give you a pat on the hat. Since your hat is still there and not on the head. Whoa.
What if the murderer is still here? What if we're all gonna be picked off one by one until there's no one left?
Can you stop panicking? I really don't think that's the case. Besides, it's not as if we're trapped on a remote island or anything. I point at Kizaki's laptop. You're even connected to the internet.
Oh yeah.
He suddenly looks more...
I guess I overreacted.
Well, you did. No kidding.
But it's still really creepy to think that someone was killed here. I hope that detective figures it out soon.
And remember anything about the woman who died?
I'm afraid I was pretty caught up in my work. I didn't really notice much about anyone else.
Nothing at all?
Well, I think she may have been looking for someone. When she came in, she looked around a bit like she was expecting to see someone. I remember wondering if she was looking for you, and you just didn't notice her because you were asleep.
Whoa, is there anyone in this office who didn't watch me sleep?
Your turn, kid.
Izaki looks up, surprised.
Oh, right.
He quickly shuffles a few of his notes around into a neat pile before he stands up. Out of the corner of my eye, I see the woman from earlier still staring at me. Hey,
I thought I told you not to speak to me.
listen, I don't know what you thought you saw, but the woman was already dead when I found her.
Don't take me for a fool.
I want to be reasonable. I want to be reasonable with her, but she's being so difficult. If you just thought about it, you wouldn't think that. If you just thought about it, you wouldn't think that. If I actually had killed the woman, don't you think I had tried to stop you, or at least run away? Instead, I waited around and even spoke with that detective. She doesn't respond. Really, you're just gonna discount me like that?
Fine, I'll bite. What's your side of the story?
I already told you, I found her like that.
That's nice. Now don't talk to me.
Ah, you bitch, you don't believe me.
Sure don't. If you can actually show me proof, then maybe I'll listen to you.
Whatever.
Interrogating him yourself, Miss Bergstrom?
You're very fast. Detective Gursky approaches us with a hint of a smile on his lips. It's hard to tell if he's actually amused or just hiding his annoyances.
He wanted to talk to me.
If you don't mind, I'd like to speak with him.
Oh, come on, me again.
Sure, do as you please.
He shrugs and walks away. Weren't you sitting down? I followed Detective Gursky off the table.
Are you sure talking with your main accuser was really a good idea?
What?
You do realize that she's convinced you're the murderer, right? Acting like that only makes you look more suspicious.
Yeah, well...
And I have to be honest, a lot of the evidence points towards you already.
Come
You were
on,
the first
man.
at the scene, and you even admitted to touching the body. There's not much that votes for your innocence.
But all the evidence you have... But all the evidence you have is only circumstantial.
I can hold you for 48 hours before charging you with a crime. That's enough time to find more evidence.
Sometimes I hate that law. I know, but I didn't do it.
If you really want me to believe you, you're going to have to be a lot more cooperative.
Like
Obviously, you're interested in clearing your name, whatever it may be.
what? Duh.
It works better if you work with me, not against me.
Oh, shut up. You want my help? You found.
Not particularly, but I don't have many options right now. I could tell you to sit this out and let the professionals handle this, but then you just go behind my back.
Yeah.
I'd rather have you where I can keep an eye on you. So I'll let you talk around, but you have to tell me everything you learn.
Fine.
And for the record, this isn't a free pass to conduct your own investigation. I'm only saying you can talk with the others.
Whatever.
Got it?
Fine, Mr. Smarty Pants. Got it. Looks like I have a little bit of a slack for now, but even if he says that, it's not like he's giving me any useful information to get off it. My god, this guy is a jerk. I think I remember that he will be in the next game, so yeah, I'll just end this episode here. So thank you for watching. Until then, this is Natnarf signing off.